with our minds, we think of what we think of is we think of things that are something, you see. Everything's in terms of me and you and my understanding, and just the idea that everything is something, but that which is everything, something does not really apply. There is no object or subject. It's just everything as one. So it's not like the mind is looking at something, and trying to understand something. But that which is everything is not really a subject for understanding, you see, because it's not a subject. So it's hard, I can imagine how it would be difficult to actually remove the mind from the situation and really get a sense of what I'm talking about, because what I'm talking about is something that is prior to the mind. You see, it's prior to understanding. Ramesh used to call it an intuitive knowing, like something that you just know that you know before you even know it. You see, because as soon as you know something, there's a you knowing something, and there's something that you know. And that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about something that is not so limited as your personal understanding or your personal knowing. It goes beyond that. Now you see, it's there all the time. And all the somethings are part of that one, you see, but that one is beyond all the somethings. So this is why it's really, really useful to have a quiet mind and to encourage a quiet mind. So I know that Nisargadatta's guru told him to just concentrate on that sense of I am and just bring the mind to that I am, you see, and none of the extraneous, just to I am. And what that does is it gets the mind pointing in the right direction. The mind can never be correct because the mind is totally absorbed in the illusion of separation because it's connected to a body, which is an expression of separation. So you have that distance. But if you can get the mind to just sit with that sense of I am, that actual birthplace of the mind, the place where it all starts, just that sense of being, of presence, without all the extraneous stuff that the mind then adds on to it. I am me, I am this, you are that, all the different this is and that's. If you can just bring it back to basics, to that sense of I am, and sit in that for a while, then that presence kind of comes from behind, that sense of being and that interconnectivity with everything is really, you see, you look at things as if you have some sense of ownership. It's your experience, it's your feeling, it's your understanding, it's your this, it's your that. You see, all of that is entrenched in that sense of separation. But in fact, behind that separation, there's this unicity, this interconnectivity with everything that actually owns all of it. And if that's not correct, because when you're everything, ownership never arises. But I'm just giving you the words so that in your mind, you can kind of grok what I'm talking about. And which anything that you understand is not really what I'm talking about, but I think everyone here already knows what it is I'm talking about. That within each person, this intuitive knowing is there of that interconnectivity with everything. And that there really is no me, there is no you. There's just this unicity. And within that unicity, there are all these expressions, you see. But they're not really separate. They're just expressions. And it's infinite expressions. From a tree to a cockroach to you. Just infinite expressions of it. But nothing is separate. It's all an expression of the same thing. So you have a beautiful, beautiful painting, made of thousands and thousands of brush strokes with all these different colors and all these different expressions, but it's all on the same canvas, you see? And all of those expressions make one whole that you appreciate when you see it.